I like having a team like this. It doesn't appear to get nervous. It's kind of got a gunslinger's mentality. You combine that with an excellent defense. That's why we have this record, and we should keep rolling. We feel good about our chances, but you got to go and do it.
It's taken 40 years, but once again, the Bays team is the best team. The Golden State Warriors have won the NBA title.
The first round, honestly, there was a little bit of pressure that we felt just because we were the #1 seed, starting at home.
We were the 1 versus 8, and we knew we were a better team than they were, but they had a lot of talent with Anthony Davis. We wanted to thwart Davis as best we could and try to take away their three-point shooting. We were able to accomplish everything we wanted, and I think that series, more than anything, was a great starting point for us for that run.
We were a very confident team. The players felt that. They felt good about themselves. I think that we felt good about ourselves defensively. We felt good about ourselves offensively. We knew we had great depth. So when you have that combination of things, you can feel pretty good about yourself.
What a great atmosphere for us to start the NBA playoffs. And for Golden State, it's been an atmosphere all season long, a special season mark, and a lot of reasons for it. The #1 reason to play of Stephen Curry from day one. New Orleans turns it over on their first possession. Curry from way downtown.
Remember what our mission is on offense. Make them move, keep the ball going.
Green lobs it up to Bogut. Surrounded, another turnover. Here comes Curry. Curry to the basket, fouled, shot's good and one.
This is like right where we want to get teams right here.
Curry up top, Barbosa. Barbosa the drive, the layup, the buzzer. They count it on the floor. Thompson throws it down. Curry to Thompson. Thompson, Iguodala for three. Bang! What has obviously been a terrific season. Ball inside. Iguodala finds Livingston. Livingston throws it down. Once again, the extra pass. Golden State takes game 1. Game 2 coming up on Monday night, right back here in Oakland. So Anthony Davis's first NBA playoff game. He had 35 points, 7 rebounds. But his Pelicans lose game 1.
Yeah, New Orleans was a pretty good team. They had a lot of talent on that side, but once we won game 1 and kind of settled in, it became kind of business as usual.
And away we go in the Bay Area for game 2.
Draymond feet set and drops in the 3. Anthony Davis picking the pocket of Draymond Green. But Klay Thompson on the re-steal. Curry 3, yes sir! Ashik with the rebound. Bogut sending him away.
It's exactly what I thought would happen. They got a little confidence from the last game. They're thinking, all right, we can play with these guys. 48-minute game.
They were 13 down. Curry 3. Sean behind the back to lay it up and in. They run Pondexter off the line. Spates, another block. 2-on-1. Draymond on Cole. Lob to Iguodala. Draymond attacking Ashik and finishing. 2-0 in the series. The 10-point win, 97-87.
Yeah, the key game in that series was game 3.
I think we were down 15 or 20 going into the 4th. New Orleans couldn't miss.
We led the league in assists this year, right? We led the league in pace. We led the league in scoring. We did it by being patient, by moving the ball, hitting the open man, and having poise. I don't recognize what I'm seeing.
And Davis unable to finish the layup. There's a stop. Draymond pushing, weaving through traffic. Curry 3 on the way. Harrison Barnes hammering it home. Tyreek to the right again. Davis on the finish. Clock is also a factor.
Hard to shoot over Anderson out there so long.
Hey, Thompson, a little show and go. There's Curry. A little turnaround. Draymond finishing. Curry, three. Offline. Draymond there again.
How big is Draymond Green at both ends?
Hug it up on Steph Curry. There's his three. Good!
Holiday got juked on that one.
We know who we are. We're going to get out the first round. It's all a matter of, will it be 5-game series? If we don't do what we're supposed to do, it could be a 6-game series. Steph was Steph, and he made it 4 games.
Watching closely in the middle of that sea of red. Hard to watch.
And also, Brian, I love to watch who takes the basketball out for the Warriors, because coaches always put the guy they trust the most, and that's Draymond Green right now.
Chance to tie it here for Golden State. Curry's got it. And Curry will let it go for three. Comes up short. Offensive rebound. Curry again. And Curry hits a three. Tie game. 2.8. Evans. And too strong. And we have overtime in New Orleans.
That was the ending of a big moment, like huge comeback in that game where you're really trying to take control of a series. When you go up 3-0, you pretty much know like the series is all the way under your control.
Mo Spates got the rebound and immediately kicked it out to Steph. Brilliant play by Mo.
The game wasn't going that good for me. It was a time when I got subbed out. It was late in the game. And Sean Livens was like, yeah, Mo, keep your head up. You rushed like, Mo, keep your head up. You're gonna get another opportunity to go out there. When you're playing against a good team like ourselves, you gotta put us away. They didn't put us away, so it was an opportunity that I seen the ball when Steph shot it from deep. I seen the ball come off the rim. I got a good read on it, just because I got a really good feel for the game. So I was able to catch it and get it to him.
That's a great offensive rebound by Maurice Spates.
I love that memory too, because the telecast, they cut to my dad and my brother, and they're both like shocked. They went in, but trying to play it cool, but they're still enjoying the experience as much as I am, so it was a really cool memory for the family too.
This goes back to the team chemistry thing. Knowing that if I get the ball, he's gonna go to that corner. And that's the biggest thing about that team, man. We knew each other, we knew what kind of bond we had. And that's probably one of my best plays in my career.
The best 3-point shot is one after an offensive rebound. We got 2 of the best shooters in history find them, and the NBA actually came back the next day and said Steph was fouled on that shot. But they didn't call a foul during the game.
Like, called a foul.
I thought Steph got fouled.
Steph got crushed.
That wasn't an one, by the way, that they didn't call.
I still think they should have called foul, and I might have got a free throw to seal it there, but we went to overtime and finished it off in overtime.
20 down to win it in overtime, and the soon-to-be MVP led the way. No team has ever come back from down 3-0.
It was, one of the early moments of Steph's brilliant postseason career where you just marvel at his ability to make huge shots in the biggest moments.
They could have made a series out of it. They get that game, maybe they steal game 4, then we got to stretch it out to 6 or 7. You never know what can happen. And we basically took their soul in that game 3.
That was a game New Orleans was supposed to win, and Steph kind of shut all that down.
I think after we won that game 3, we took the heart of them, though. The fans, too, it was kind of like down after that.
And quick fouls coming, and they are headed for the exits.
You go up 3-0 in a series, it's lights out, so we knew we had him.
Now would be the time to foul Curry. They don't do it. And Green finds a cutting Iguodala. They work it around to Thompson. And Thompson with a killer 3. Good night. How about that ball movement?
The Warriors with their first sweep in a 7-game series since the 1975 finals, the last time they won the championship. And they're one round closer to achieving their goal of getting back to the top of the NBA.
Most of us have been at the second round at some point in their career, but you really need to get out the second round to really know how close or how far you are away.
Well, Memphis was really tough.
The Memphis series was the key to the whole run because we knew at some point we were going to face a really difficult challenge where we were questioning our own confidence and ability to do it.
They came in with a veteran team with Conley, Tony Allen, Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol. They were tough. They had a great home court advantage. They were playoff battle tested.
Yeah, this was a vital series where I could really show how valuable I was for the team and Draymond. They had two brute bigs that would try to out-physical us. And we weren't known as a physical team. Even though Draymond and I were physical, the way we played, the media thought we were just this free-flowing bomb bunch of threes, but we had some strong brute guys back there to rebound and play D. And, you know, I started on Zebo, put Draymond on Gasol, which was probably not what most people would have picked. It was a great matchup for us.
They're fired up here in what's as loud a building as there is in the NBA. First playoff matchup between these two teams, and what makes it very interesting, a contrast in styles. Green tries again and hits. Goes coming up the other way. Alley-oop to Bogut. What a perfect pass from Steph Curry, and all five starters have scored. Curry behind the back to Green. Puts it in. Another three. Curry from long distance. Ezeli on the follow and put back. Curry steps back. Bang! 20-point game. Knocked away by Spates and stolen. Mo Spates throws it down. Knocks it down, final seconds. Golden State wins at home again. They take game one. That's 21 straight at home. The last 18 in the regular season and the first 3 of the playoffs.
That was a emotional round just because you don't know how to compartmentalize everything. We won game one, and on the way back from game one is when I found out I was the MVP. And then you're like trying to stay locked in on watching film and preparing for the game two, but I'm also like writing an MVP speech.
I'm on cloud nine for sure. Obviously we're in the middle of a playoff run, and that's the most important thing. But today is a celebration for sure, and want to be able to take the time to really appreciate what this means, and that's why we're here. So I'll try to explain how I feel the best I can, but just bear with me.
And we have the whole ceremony the next day in between games, and it kind of went all downhill from there.
It's a very special moment that we'll remember for a long time, but as you know, we got a lot of work to do, so let's get back to it. Thank you very much.
Ready to go here, game two. It'll be Mike Conley and the Grizzlies that handle the first possession. Conley, the runner is good. What a start from Mike Conley.
First team all defense. First team all defense.
Point guard position, this is what they need. Conley for three, what a shot! Mike Conley!
Big win for the Grizzlies.
Exclamation point for Conley, he is the star tonight. And Marc Gasol giving Conley a little golf clap there. That was one of the great performances playing hurt that we have seen. And now they're going home, and they have stolen the home court here in this round two. Monday night, downtown Memphis, and the toughest ticket in Tennessee. We welcome you from the FedEx Forum.
Yellow towels flying. Everybody got a mask akin to the mask that Conley wore coming back from those facial fractures that he suffered in Game 3 of the Portland series.
And here we go with Game 3.
Tremendous defense. The relentless Tony Allen.
Got a big steal in second.
Clock is late. Gasol has to. Oh, he banked it in! Game 3 to the Grizzlies. And the team that was the best team in the NBA all year. The team that won 67 games has gotten punched in the gut.
Losing game 2 at home and then getting blown out in game 3. It's like, all right, we're in some trouble.
There's never any smooth sailing in a playoff run to try to win 16 games to get to a championship, and that was our first time really being down and having to come back.
It felt like the world had collapsed because now at this point, now Steve's been telling us we can win a championship. We've had the best team all season long. Nobody's been able to touch us. And then we go down 2-1 against this veteran team. They've actually been in that situation before. We hadn't really been in that situation before. And all of us were in kind of like a state of panic.
Post game 3 was interesting. We're on the road in Memphis and we go play golf, and it's something we learn to do in our free time to kind of like, get a quick escape. Steve Kerr's one of his favorite lines is go fill up your cup.
Filling your cup means just doing whatever you do outside of basketball that brings joy and perspective.
Do whatever it is that you need to do. And for everyone, that's different.
Draymond and a couple of the other guys took Steph out for dinner to a barbecue spot in Memphis. As coaches, we're meeting all night and losing our minds, like, we can't lose this series. And
Steph's sitting in his room. Let me check and see how he's feeling. Hey, I know he's miserable. And I'm like, yo, what you doing? He like, oh, man, I'm just sitting in the room. Me too. Let's go to Blue City Cafe.
Draymond calling me up after game 3, telling me to get out the hotel room, stop sulking, come grab a beer at a little barbecue spot across the street from the hotel.
Man, we go to Blue City Cafe, and we got a little buzz, and we forgot all about the game.
We brought our clubs. We had 2 or 3 days in between games, so we had time.
Do you remember we went out to a course in Memphis, played?
It wasn't really about the golf. It was more or less what we needed to do to win. It wasn't really about Memphis.
Kind of blacked out whatever happened before, and it was like we know what adjustments we're gonna make.
And the next day we came in, Steve's like, all right, watch the film, I got it. This is what we're doing.
We had to make a major adjustment of some sort. I remember I got a call from Rick Carlisle, a friend of mine, and he offered me some advice. He said, defense, defense, defense. He said, when we won the title with Dallas in 11, it was all about our defense. He told me, he goes, in your press conference, you were talking about your offense.
I think we're doing fine defensively in this series. They're scoring in the 90s. We should be able to score 100 points.
And I've never forgot that. So we made that defensive adjustment, and Ron Adams suggested
that we put Bogut on Tony Allen.
Huh? They got 2 big men.
Steve put me on him and said, just roam. Don't guard Tony Allen, let him shoot threes. Started Harrison and Draymond on the bigs.
Draymond, you got Marc Gasol, and you straight up. Harrison, you got Zebo, and you're fronting him. Bogut, you'll be right behind him.
Bogut kind of stayed in the paint and protected the basket, and we let Tony shoot.
And if they want to throw the ball at Tony Allen and let him shoot, let him shoot. Okay, that's interesting, man. We played game 4. They had no answer.
Continue to turn this series back in our favor, fellas. Every single possession, bring what we got. Just us. 1, 2, 3. Just us.
These are very interesting here. The much smaller Green trying to guard Gasol. They're leaving Allen wide open, and he's missed a couple now. Green running into a wall with Gasol. He'll take a jumper. Whoa, Draymond Green has it going early here in Memphis. Here, 12-9. And that's going to end up as a turnover. Harrison Barnes retrieves it, and Harrison Barnes keeps it going for Golden State. They're up on the bench. Bogut guarding Allen, but Bogut is hardly guarding him at all. Curry, long range. Oh, Steph Curry gets one to go down. Curry got Green off his feet, and count the basket. Curry with a chance at 3.
Stay patient, stay poised offensively. We'll get a great shot.
Both coaches talked about how taxing this series has been as Draymond Green buries his 3rd 3 of the night. And the Golden State Warriors grab a road win. Stephen Curry, that sleeping dog, is awake now. Curry for 33 points. We move it to a game 5 in Oakland. In a series that is all tied at 2 apiece.
Their spacing was messed up because of it. They had to get him out of the game. What that did was Tony Allen, first 3 games, was super influential defensively. They could move him off Steph and onto Clay and vice versa. They then couldn't play him 30 minutes because it just screwed up their spacing. I think he was chess gamed out of that series.
He himself wrecked our whole offense. So offensively, we took him out, which took him out defensively.
And that matchup change really shifted the chessboard and gave us an advantage.
I go back to that game after winning it, and I think about if we would have lost it, what would the route of the team and the franchise been after that? It was such a pivotal series and one of many, many tough series that we played.
Let's go, Warriors!
It down here at Oracle Arena. Golden State, an emphatic Game 5 victory here tonight. Making 14 threes. Klay Thompson led all scorers with 21, but it was Curry with 18 to take a 3-2 series advantage.
Can the Grizzlies get it to Oakland for Game 7? Will the Warriors get to the Western Finals? Off we go. Oh, man. Steph is ready and he's engaged. Klay Thompson at the line. It's down to 3. Just like that, 5-0. Hogan wraparound feed from Barnes.
Great start. Stay composed. We don't need to be in a rush. We want to play fast, but we don't want to play in a hurry, right?
Moves so well and finds the MVP out of the corner, Stephen Curry. Bogut is a block.
How about the block by Bogut?
Randolph inside.
There you go. They've been waiting for that.
Green.
Got to push here. You can get a good shot.
Green weaving, trying to get the shot up. No call that way. Curry flings it the other way. He got it! What a turnaround! Curry the 3!
You got to lay it on the line defensively.
Wow, Livingston took Lee inside. And Oakland will get ready to host the Western Finals. The MVP gave them 32. And for the first time since 1976, the Warriors are going to the conference finals.
They got a little shake in there when they lost Game 2 and 3, but they got back into their rhythm with the 3-ball, their movement, and then their defense got back to the level that Coach Clark was looking for.
Winning those 2, Game 4 and Game 6 on the road were huge because that's a tough place to win. We watched that team take OKC, San Antonio, some really tough teams in the past, and the Clippers. They played everybody tough, so to get through that series was huge.
What Steve ultimately knew was there was a long journey coming. We didn't. Filling up your cup extends the journey. That was the sauce, like that was the juice. And now we're like, oh, he got the answers, we good. And I kid you not, he's lived up to it. He always has the answer. But that was the first time we really saw it. Then all of a sudden you win that series. He then created this undeniable belief that we could come back from anything, or we could do anything.
Yo, take care of our business. It starts tonight. Let's set the tone for the series, man. They can't run with us. Just us. 1, 2, 3. Just us.
So the Houston series was really all about James Harden. Such a dynamic player, such a great one-on-one player. Three-point shooter, passer, and then he had the lob threat with Dwight Howard. Thanks to Bob Myers and the front office, we had the perfect roster. Andre Iguodala, to me, guarded James Harden better than any player in the league. But we also had Klay Thompson, Sean Livingston, even Draymond Green on switches. I think that series, honestly, was about our roster and the defensive mindset that had been instilled going back several years to when Mark Jackson took over the team. And our defense really took over that series.
We knew we couldn't mess around because you can take a team too lightly. But this is our first rodeo too, getting this deep. And so we did a really good job of just staying present. And it really worked out for us.
They have been the best team in the NBA all season long. 67 wins in the regular season. The first 2 rounds dispatching of New Orleans and Memphis. And here they are ready to face the Houston Rockets. Oh, we know this crowd is ready as Howard and Andrew Bogut will jump center.
You can live with the Josh Smith 3 as well.
Green's pass finds its way to Thompson. That's a 3. Green back out. Thompson had a notion about a 25-footer. Instead, slips it inside. Livingston again, the finish. Jones fakes. Jones drives. Block. Ezeli. Jones gets it back. Misses. Green the rebound. Curry. Curry drives, steps back. It's good at the buzzer. Here comes Curry. Curry for 3. Bang! Precious time leaving. Harden sets, fakes. Now fires a 3. Off. Rebound back out to Terry. His jumper won't go. And the Warriors take game 1.
Trying to get to the NBA Finals is not easy. We're not going to blitz everybody and win by 40.
Hey, we make our run right now. Let's go. Hey.
Bounce pass, Bogut fouled, and 1. 18 off the turnover. Porcioni couldn't handle it. Barbosa to Bogut. Back to Iguodala. There goes Curry. Curry fakes, pulls back, puts it up, puts it in. Stephen Curry does it again with an 8-point lead for the Warriors. He's got 33. Curry on the drive, finds Iguodala. Iguodala pass finds its way inside. Barnes reverse, misses it. Harden the rebound, 7 seconds remaining. Harden throws it up top to Howard, back to Harden. Harden tied up, knocked loose, picked up, and the game is over. Golden State hangs on. Warriors take a 2-0 lead in the Western Conference Finals.
Anytime you go 2-0 to start a series is big. We got to play better though, so that's what we got in store for Houston coming up.
And this crowd all fired up. They have been terrific at home in this postseason. 6-1 here at the Toyota Center. Here's Green, throws it up. Bogut throws it down. Well, the Warriors weathered that first third-quarter storm that was expected from Houston. Back to Thompson. Thompson to drive, left-handed, blocked by Howard. Karam's out to Curry, puts up a 3, and puts it in.
Oh, stop, please.
And Curry does it again, and the lead back up to 24. 29 points in 25 minutes. Stephen Curry with an extraordinary performance as Golden State wins Game 3 by 35. What a bounce-back game here for the Rockets to force a Game 5. Hard steps back. It's good at the buzzer. James Harden, 45 points, and they'll dribble it out. A standing ovation from the Rockets, who force a Game 5 on Wednesday.
The Warriors gave themselves a chance to win in Game 4, but could not close it out. It's Game 5. The Golden State Warriors look to get to the finals for the first time in 40 years.
Our moment, fellas. Every possession, bring that focus, bring that energy. Let's get this win. Just us. 1, 2, 3. Just us.
Curry steps back for three. It's good. So using the screen. Gets inside, finds Livingston. Back to Thompson. Thompson from the corner. Hits a three. It's inside, blocked by Bogut. Here comes Curry. Back to Green. Curry from the corner at three. Puts it in. Oracle Arena has erupted. Green, head fake, layup, shots good and one. Draymond Green, who's been magnificent all season long, with a chance for a three-point play. Harden lost it again. Here comes Iguodala all alone. Cal Barnes fakes a three to the basket. It's good! Harrison Barnes with a gorgeous move. Timeout, Houston. Five blocks for Howard. Harden lost the ball again. Barnes on the drive and the finish. Wow! Another hard screen set by Ezeli. Iguodala up top, Green. Green for three. Ezeli once again. Howard will just dribble it up as the crowd will celebrate. The Golden State Warriors are in the NBA Finals for the first time in 40 years. The rookie head coach and the magical veteran point guard, Stephen Curry, the MVP of the NBA, is going to play in the finals against a four-time MVP.
You don't know you're a championship contender until you actually get to the finals. And this is year 11 for me, and so it was a pretty cool moment that we're going to the finals. And now it's real. Okay, like a lot of players never go to the playoffs. Most players never get out of the first round. Same 5 franchises win the finals every year. This is an amazing opportunity. We made sure the moment didn't get too big, because I think that happens a good amount of time too.
What did it mean for me to reach the NBA Finals? A dream come true, man. I never thought I'd be in the NBA regardless. And just being able to go to the second round, then going to the Western Conference Finals, then going to the finals, man, it's like a dream come true. Sometimes, still to today, I don't really believe it. My guys from my area, from St. Petersburg, don't never get the experience. So I was definitely grateful and blessed to be in that position.
No one expected us to be there. At the start of the year, people were saying, oh, I think they'll make the playoffs, but contending wasn't really a thing, much less to be one of the top seeds, if not the top seed in the Western Conference. To make it to the Western Conference Finals, and then, oh my gosh, we're going to the NBA Finals. I think it was not a shock to us, but something where it was a real pleasant surprise and somewhere that none of us had ever been before.
I don't think it really dawned on me because I was thinking about the finals. Getting a chance to play at the next level, it was like, this is great, but I want to hurry up and get to the finals and start playing. I'm so excited because that's what we all grew up watching. That's where the legends are made. It was great to celebrate, but the exciting part was what I was looking forward to.
Just going to the finals and being able to compete for a championship where we were favored was really exciting.
When I think about winning Game 5 at Oracle versus the Rockets and clinching the finals appearance in front of that fan base, this place just hadn't seen that. And so we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know how it would feel. It was one of the most surreal feelings I had ever felt in my life. I got drafted to a team 2.5 years ago that came off of winning 23 games. My big brother, Marshawn Lynch, Oakland's own. When Lamar Woodley told him I got drafted in 2012 at Stardust Lanes in Saginaw in the parking lot, he got drafted to the Warriors. He gonna be out there with y'all. He laughed in my face. Nah, I'm just telling you, man, y'all suck, man. The Warriors been trashed my whole... I said, nah, we gonna win. I'm just telling you now, we gonna win. I don't lose. I don't do losing. That was 2.5 years prior. And so we enjoy it, man. We're ecstatic. I mean, we are going to the NBA Finals. Can you believe it?
When we clinched the West at home at Oracle, and there's about a minute left and we're up 11 or 12, and it's become obvious that we're going to win. It's the loudest I've ever heard Oracle. I don't know if I was in tears, but I was on the verge of tears, soaking it all in, watching the crowd. They were chanting Warriors, and I'm just looking up in the rafters and could not believe that we were heading to the finals. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we got to guard LeBron James.